Hi, Assalamu alaikum. Today we are going to learn topic 2. Topic 2 is about style of leadership. Hi, my name is Dr. Shira. I'll be teaching you this course and hope you enjoy this video. All right, for the content for this video, we have three main leadership style that we are going to learn. There are many leadership styles actually, but these are the main three. Number one is laissez-faire, or we also call it delegative. Number two, democracy or participative. And number three is autocracy or authoritarian. So then you will decide what is the best leadership style. And also I have few articles for all of you to read. So these are the three main leadership style. As I mentioned, authoritarian, participative, and delegative. What is authoritarian? It is a direct and control all activity. In other words, it's really micromanaging without a meaningful participation by other members of the team. So it is 100% decided by the leader and the rest must follow. Number two, participative. Participative leaders or a democratic leader usually will encourage group members to participate but retain the final say over the decision making. There might be a consensus building and a consensus process, but at the end of the day, the leader will have to determine the final decision. The third one, delegative or laissez-faire. Usually, this type of leadership give a very little or no guidance to the group member. Why? Because the group members are usually very high skills member and also able to perform their duty in the best manner. So the meaning of leadership style here again, I repeat based on the previous video, is the manner and approach of providing direction, implementing plans, and motivating people. And there's no right or wrong of leadership style. The most important, how to get the things done in the best manner. And what is laissez-faire leadership? As I mentioned, it is a non-authoritarian leadership style. These leaders would give the least guidance to their employees. Example of laissez-faire leader are Warren Buffett and also Mahatma Gandhi. These are although it's a very loosely integrated kind of leadership, it is very effective if, number one, employees are trustworthy. So if you want to have a leader who are laissez-faire or actually give you a minimal directive, so you need to be, number one, trustworthy. Number two, very high skilled and educated employees. And number three, employees have pride in their work and drive to do it successfully on their own. So without any supervision, employees would want to do it perfectly. Benefits of laissez-faire. Okay, there are three here. There are a lot more. You can actually Google to the reference I have put it here. Number one, to encourage personal development. Employees can spread their knowledge and skill to achieve their goals and objectives. Number two, positive motivation. Leader would motivate their employees to become better in their work. And number three, greater job satisfaction. Employees become more innovative and improve their morale. However, there are a lot of disadvantages of laissez-faire too. Okay, number one, lack of guidance. Employer thought the employees know how to do it, but suddenly employees do not know how to proper plan, thus decrease productivity. And number two, they might might ignore the leader. Employees would focus more on their way to achieve their goals without consulting with their leader, and sometimes it is contradict to the mission of the organization. And number 2 is democratic leadership. It is a participative leadership style. Employees takes more participative role in the decision making. For example, like John F. Kennedy. When to use a democratic leadership style? All right. Number 1, it fits well with the current idea of empowerment and engagement of employees. Employees feel more committed to achieving their goals. It builds a sense of agreement among employees. The leader wants to keep the employees informed about matters that affect them. And the leader wants to encourage team building and participation. So there are pros and cons of democratic leader too. All right. Number 1, the pros: employees have an equal say in decision-making process. However, it leads to communication failure when everybody tries to say something and does not solve the project. Number 2, result more thorough solution because everybody try to think how to solve the problem, but it takes time for a leader and their employees to make a decision. Pros: research on leadership style have shown that democratic leadership leads to higher productivity among the group member because they feel being acknowledged their expertise. However, the cons is group members may not have the necessary knowledge and or expertise to make quality contribution to the decision making. Sometimes just talk for the sake of talking, so it doesn't solve any problem. The third one is autocratic leader. I'm sure that a lot of you do not want to have autocratic leader, especially when it is associated with Adolf Hitler. But you need to remember that it's still this type of leadership still get the job done, all right, or achieve certain goal. Authoritarian leadership is one person who controls all the decisions and take very little idea from other members. Characteristic of autocratic leader: number 1, they make almost all of the decision. Number 2, they're rarely thinking outside of the box and also have less creativity. It's very orthodox. And number 3, they command all the work methods and process. It must be done A, cannot be B, and so forth. So the downside of autocratic leadership is discourage group ideas. So everybody just follow so that everybody is everybody will be happy with it. Okay, he will be happy with it. People in the group may dislike the leader and they are unable to contribute ideas. Number 2, damage the group confidence of the group. They will start to feel unhappy, dissatisfied, and stiff. However, there are times to use effective autocratic leadership style. And if you do not want your boss or your lecturer to adopt autocratic leadership style, you must not do this. It is effective to use autocratic leadership style when, number 1, employees do not respond to any other leadership style. So when I'm being democratic, for example, like, okay, please come to my class. It's very important for you to come because it's for your own self, but then suddenly people don't come. So what I need to do is say, if you do not come to my class, then there will be a deduction of your marks. So when I say that, in other words, it is autocratic leadership style. But if all of you voluntarily want to come to my class, so then I can adopt a democratic leadership style. Number 2, work needs to be coordinated with other departments. So when the work needed and only leaders knows how to actually put it together. Number 3, the area was poorly managed. When it is poorly managed, everybody are scattered around doing whatever they want to do, then autocratic leadership needs to come in to bring everybody together. So these are the articles that I would love for all of you to read. So please read these articles. I have shared the third and the fourth article through WhatsApp. So please browse and read the other first and second article. So these are the questions that I have given in the Google form. Define democratic leadership style. Give one example related to this leadership style. Number two characteristics of autocratic leadership style. Number three, give two advantages and disadvantages of laissez-faire leadership style. And number four, explain 5 ways for you to be a leader for yourself. So remember, when I ask you a question, please do not cut and paste from any notes. Please do your best to write your own sentences and your own explanation so that you will really benefit from this exercise. With that, thank you. See you in the next video. Bye.